tonight, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On one, ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play.
Here we go.
And accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games? It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle, Jones. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The Bengals at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've got a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT tank, 11 MT tank.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Webster now to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 44, Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Young. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 16. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Off of play action, it's Watson. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
1-1, ready?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Losers in the season opener on Sunday, they get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two, so I would agree with you totally on that.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to Pierce. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They run again on first down. Chubb down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are once again back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Watson on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. The Browns drive about to get started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. They got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12,
and their defense
12,
did its job
12.
by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
11.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game
11.
that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
11.
To the air again, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Watson down to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete, right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weiss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41.
11 mighty.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Greer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man complete. That's Castillo. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11. 11 empty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Empty, 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd. I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on second down. Watson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive
MT,
about to get going.
11 MT,
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. 11 Mighty, 11, 11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Weiss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now it's Watson. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A give running right is Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
12, 12, 12. 11 Mighty, 11 Mighty, 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra.
Put your head in